Greetings everyone, my name is Katushka and this is my first Let's Play series. I figured I would start off with a game I know the best, so here we have Stardew Valley. I'll go ahead and start out by making a new character. This shouldn't take long. I know basically what I want her to look like. Farm name, let's go ahead with Clever Kitty's Farm. And then favorite thing would be coffee. Sorry, Avac. So, one of the things I really like most about this game is these separate farms. I typically try to make my playthroughs dependent on the farm that I choose. For standard ones, everything is very well organized. The fish one, I maximize my fishing as soon as possible. The forest one, I kind of just work on being more of a naturalist. I focus a lot on cooking and buildings and all of that. Mining, I focus on mining. And I haven't really done much with the wilderness farm, probably because combat is my least favorite part about this game. But with the games I like, combat usually isn't the focus, so that would make sense. The last time I set up a new character, I had a really nice blonde, which I found is hard to do with these particular sliders. I was also playing on the PlayStation, so it's even harder. Fun fact, my husband and I, between the two of us, own 4 copies of this game. 1 for the Switch, 1 for the PlayStation, and 2 for the computer. So, shirt. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to skip the intro because how else am I supposed to get in the mood of this this game? And for my very special granddaughter. I forgot how long these scenes take. I want you to have this sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Too true. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. Now, let Grandpa rest. XX years later. Wow, this must take me a really long time to get used to or get bored with the repetitiveness of normal career. And there's Woody the cowboy. So this hits a little close to home, as I'm sure it does for lots of us. I work in a desk job in an office at a company that has more than 6,000 employees. So this is very, very familiar. Dear Katushka, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Clever Kitty's Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. If Louis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? Sure thing, Grandpa. Will do. So Stardew must have a gorgeous countryside. It's a pity we don't see more of it. They've got the mountains and the ocean, and basically the best of both worlds. I also love the attention to detail about this game, especially the little bird that flies down and lands on the sign. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Hello, you must be Katushka. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. Oh, a leak. That'll be fun. Oh boy, this is going to be a lot of work. This is Clever Kitty's farm. Yeah, that's exactly right. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. I don't really look like I'm dressed for a farm, though. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Don't listen to her, Katushka. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. This is another instance where I really like the attention to detail. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow, you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. So, in the beginning of the game, I always like to buy a few extra parsnip seeds, mainly because I don't get a perfect square when I plant 15 of them. I usually just go up to 25. I always check at least 2 of the things. I'll try to check all 3 regularly, but I always check the weather and the fortune of the day. Welcome to Kozu 5. Your #1 source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now, the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. So, one thing I noticed when I first started playing this game, I'm not sure if it's still a thing or if it's been fixed, I would occasionally get a forecast for a rainy day on the second day. However, I don't believe it's possible to have a rainy day on day 2 because there's an event or a cutscene that happens and it's always sunny for that. So to check the fortune teller. Welcome to Welwick's Oracle, the only show where the voice of the spirits is channeled directly to you. The spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. Living off the land. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. This one's for all you greenhorns out there, like me. Chop wood and search for wild forage to earn some cash while waiting on your first harvest. So, I haven't run the figures, and I probably should, but I think it's more cost beneficial if you wait and sell the seeds you've crafted from the foraging items than if you sell the foraging items yourself. I'll have to run some figures and get back to you on that though. Oh, and before I get too far, I need to show tool hit location so I'm not chopping the dirt when I'm trying to chop a tree. Don't ask how long I did that before I figured out the setting was there. You would not be impressed. So the first thing I always do, once I clear a little bit of this stuff so I can walk around and get some fiber, is I chop down enough trees to get a chest. I also always make sure that I level up my foraging to level 2, just because you only get the benefits from those at night, and I don't want to wait an entire extra day to be able to collect seeds so I can make my field snacks. So I'm just about there, and then I will go and see what I can find at Pierre's. I could buy 100, no, that's not right. I could buy 50 parsnip seeds with this money if I so chose, I believe. But 65 doesn't help me any more than 15 does, so I'm probably just going to buy 10. Another good way to earn money at the beginning is if you are lucky enough to find an artifact and get to complete that quest or that journal article. So currently the only things I have active are getting started, which is to cultivate and harvest a parsnip, and then the introductions. I can't actually complete this yet. I believe I need to unlock meeting someone, which doesn't happen till near the end of the first week. Okay, and that's enough for a chest. I always put my chests over here out of the way until I can make a proper place for them. I'm a little bit OCD, or CDO, however you choose to put it, when organizing my farm, which I'll try to get better about, but let's face it, that probably won't happen. Yeah, there's the leak I saw in the intro video. I really like how if you see something like a foraged item on the intro video, it's because it's already loaded and will be there for you when you start the game properly. It just gives me something nice to look forward to. So another reason I did a little bit of work around the farm first is that Pierre's did not open until 9 o'clock. And the first few times I used to rush right off, and then I would be stuck wandering around town. So this is Gus. He is the saloon owner. And this is Marnie. She sells all the animals. Well, as you can see. Also, one note is you can't just buy something from Pierre and have it count as you being introduced. You actually have to go and talk to him. And if you don't do that, for the longest time I was like, well, I already met Pierre. And then I realized that you could see who you hadn't met up here, and they have the question mark by their name. And then I'm like, oh, Pierre. Well, I met him on the first day. Yeah. So, there we go. Abigail's a lot of fun. All the characters are a lot of fun. I haven't met one that I really don't like, although one of them's a little weird, but we'll get to that later. Hello, you must be Katushka, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. My husband runs the general store here, and have you met my daughter Abigail? She's the pale one with the purple hair. So, there's this really weird golden thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. Altar of Yoba. Who is Yoba? I have no idea. So I've heard it said that this game, well, you've all probably played this game before, but I've heard it said that it's very similar to things like Harvest Moon. Ooh, pepper poppers. Those are fun, and that's a very lucky drop. Similar to Harvest Moon, or maybe get some of the other ones. But I haven't played any of those, which is why I forget. But one of the things that I really like about this game is the ability to focus on whatever you want. You don't have to follow any given path. It's also why I like the game Skyrim, or the game, well, Civilization has a lot of choices, but I really like the Elder Scrolls games, and I really like Terraria, which I didn't think I was going to like Terraria, but I do. Finally. Come here, Penny. No, I don't want to give this to you. Hi. Oh, did you want something? Penny is a character that takes a while to warm up. She gets a lot friendlier. Some of these characters are like that. So this is a really nice loot for the first day. So you don't want to check a garbage can when somebody else is near you. That's why I didn't check the one in the first house there, because if someone sees you, your friendship with them will decrease. Right now I don't have any hearts with anyone, but I'm working on that. I'll have to go back and show you the calendar. The calendar has these nifty things on it, like the events for this world, for this town, and also people's birthdays. And if you give someone a gift on their birthday, then your friendship goes up with them quite a lot more than otherwise. Also, this counts as an introduction. I'm not sure why, probably because it's hard to find her when she's not taking pictures in the springtime, but it counts. I'm just going to forage around the area looking for things. Yeah, this is quite a good loot day. The spirits were not joking. They are very pleased. So one nice thing about all this forage is I should be coming up on foraging level 1. I'm not quite there yet, but that will mean I don't have to cut down any more trees today and harvest trees without getting their seeds. The seeds appear after you've unlocked foraging level 1 and are on foraging level 1. And that is why I don't. This is interesting. I've never seen one grow underneath a bush like that. Glad I saw that. Also, I would always recommend, you don't need all these tools when you go out, but I would always recommend carrying your hoe with you, because you can find these wriggly worms in the ground, and they often have fun things. Sometimes they have not so interesting things like rocks or clay, but they often have artifacts or minerals or ore. Hi, Jazz. One of the reasons I brought these with me is I wanted to be able to get back through the bottom, and I haven't cleared that path yet. I can come back and pick that up some other time. I'm just trying to find the shortest path. So for the rest of the day, I'm probably going to spend it hoeing and planting my seeds, and then going to bed. I never go to bed before 10 o'clock at night, because there's always something else you can do or something you can eat to boost your energy. Okay, let's go ahead and pop these into a chest, because I don't need them right now. And then take my watering can out, and then I can start clearing this space. So in future, would you guys prefer that I fast forward through the bits where I'm just clearing or planting, or should I keep a running narrative going of something else? Or just let me know in the comments, and I will do what I can. Okay. Oh, that's rubbish. Oh, well, I don't always put it there anyways. Okay, I need a 5x5 square. We'll start here. This is part of me not being used to computer controls again, because when you play with PlayStation, you don't get the option to hold down the button and stand in one place. You have to be directly in front. You can only hold the square that's directly in front of you. So my apologies for reverting back to those old habits. old habits die hard. Also, another nice thing about planting a few extra seeds is that if for some reason crows get too many of your seeds, that way you will still level up your farming with your first harvest of parsnips and get the benefits from that. If you're horribly unlucky, you can lose that by having a crow come, I think, more than 2 or 3 times. So we wouldn't want that. Okay, so these are all watered, and now for the rest of it, I'm probably just going to clear some more and then do some more exploring, because I haven't gone to the north yet. And there's often some fun things up there. Okay, so let's go drop all this off. I will not be planting my mixed seeds yet. I'm going to wait until I get fertilizer for those, I believe. And at the beginning, I don't particularly enjoy having too many things to water because I don't have as many resources to refill my energy because I haven't stockpiled and it won't be salmonberry season. And it takes more energy to do things at the beginning because you get better at doing them as you do more of them, which makes sense. But I do need to see if my foraging is leveled. It has. Good. So that means I don't need to chop down any trees today. I'll just harvest some rocks or something. Mine some rocks when I get back if I still have energy left over. So I really like this area. It's very calm and peaceful and one of my favorite fishing spots. Wild horseradish. Mario, I'm not going to meet you there. I'm not even going to try. Okay. Oh, a leek. I almost missed that. So, another thing that I'm looking forward to getting is a glow ring so I don't feel like I'm walking around blindly in the dark running into trees and rocks and things. Because that's not a lot of fun. Okay. So by the time I use up all my energy, it's going to be at least 10 o'clock. If you go to bed past 1 in the morning or so, I believe you can wake up with less health the next day, which is not something I would like, especially since I will have even more to do tomorrow than I did today, because I will be receiving my fishing pole. Okay, 2 more swings left. Oh, really? That's sad. I could, to walk faster, eat 1 more. I guess they'd round it up and it was really 3.9 energy or something like that. Anyways, I have overexerted myself and now I'm exhausted. So I will definitely just be dropping off things and going to bed. I'm not sure if it affects your energy negatively the first time or not. I will have to see in the morning. But this episode was more about starting out and getting through those beginning cutscenes. So I believe that will be all for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, I am Katushka, and hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Oh, wait, before I sign off, I'll show you this and show you how it saves. So this is what I mean by it only updates when you sleep. It's kind of like Oblivion in that you level up when you sleep. And so I get to craft this, which I believe sells for more than if I just sold the individual items. This is made from the foraging items that I received around town, like the daffodil, the wild horseradish, the dandelions, and the leek. So it takes 1 of each of those and it makes 10 seeds. And then field snacks are made up of 1 of each of the different seed drops by the tree. And those are basically used to gain energy and get more things done around the farm or fishing or wherever you choose to do it. So your progress has been saved. You can only save at night. So now that that's done, or now that part is through, I will say goodbye for real now and exit the game. Thanks for watching. See you next time.